Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy G Money back at it again with another video on the channel. So, like always, before I start my videos, if you have subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right down below this video. Please put a thumbs up if you liked it, and like always, if you don't like my video, then put that thumbs down. But hopefully you do like the video and you do subscribe. That way you can be first to be notified to when I upload a video on the channel. So, you just do those three things and you're set to go. So, now that I got that out of the way, what's up, everybody? It's your boy G Money, the G35 fan. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're an old subscriber, what's up, everybody? On this video, I thought I would give y'all my 5 reasons, not 5 reasons, but 5 things to look for when getting a used G35. So this G35, like I said, I got it used with 131 miles. Not that bad. Right now, a lot of Gs are going for up to 5,000, maybe even more, but the mileage on them are ridiculous. I guess we love driving our G35s. But anyways, when I was in the hunt for looking for a G35 or an Infiniti, I noticed a lot of G35s that had some issues that well, not so much issues, but things that I noticed pretty much all the G35s had. So I thought I would mention them to y'all, because if you are looking for a G35, just a little bit of things that y'all could look forward to when getting these vehicles. Now, I'm not saying the main, I'm not pointing out the main things, like checking if the engine has a knocking, or if it ticks, or if your tires, if they're not if they have thread on them, or if the suspension's bad, or if you have oil leaks. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm more or less talking about uh, the exterior and interior stuff. I noticed a lot of things that were missing and cracked and stuff on the G35s, and I thought maybe I'd share that with y'all, because it's just something that to look out for. So these are my 5 things to look for when getting a used G35. So the first thing, I'm going to start with the headlights. So as you can see, these are already aftermarket headlights, but on the stock OEM headlights, you'll notice that there's a lot of yellow oxidation and everything. So the headlights right there, to get them clean, you could get them clean, but all in all, you're gonna always find a G35 that pretty much is getting to the point where it has oxidation, or it's getting that way. uh, so just a heads up for that, because to replace a headlight, if you don't want to get it cleaned, to replace it, they run about like 150 for just a stock OEM headlight. That's not including the ballast and the lights and all that. So with this one, I'm gonna get it replaced, and put a different style headlight. But always look at the headlights. If they go yellow, just consider that you're gonna have to clean it up. So the second thing that I wanted to mention on the G35 that I noticed is the leather seats. So I don't know if that's just a thing with leather seats on other vehicles, but on G35s, you're gonna have tears in the leather, more or less on the driver's side. So right here it starts ripping for the driver and the passenger side, but you get a lot of tears on the actual cushion part where you sit. Um, Not so much in the back, because you don't really have people sitting back there, especially in the coupe. But it's mainly in the front and the side of the leather seats where it starts ripping. So if you see one with the that's taken care of, I would recommend getting seat covers. That way you don't have this issue and you have to replace it and get it fixed. But that's another thing I noticed in a lot of the G35s and G37s that I looked at, was the leather seats. So that brings me to number 3. So number 3 is the dashboard. I noticed on a lot of G35s and G37s that I was looking at that all the dashboard was always cracked. So right here, I got cracks right here. You got cracks right here. I don't know if that's just from the sun, but they do make covers for these. I've seen them. So, if you get one, that's a good investment because you don't want this to crack. But, yeah, this one's already cracked, but it's, not as bad as the other ones I've seen, but, it is cracked. So, if that's something that bothers you, then, just look out because there's some G35s that have, cracked dash. But yeah, like I said, these things are just my own opinion and things that I saw. So, if you don't really care about all that, then this video is pointless. But if you do like your interior to look kind of clean and everything, then that's just something to look for. If you're getting a high mileage G35 or G37, not so much the G37s. It was more on the G35 side. But yeah, so number 4 on my list is the middle console. So besides the small cup holders that don't hold anything besides small cups, this right here sometimes goes out. It breaks. So this one's broken. I'll have to get it replaced. But that right there is an issue. And this right here. So on this one, I was able to get one that actually closes. But, on some of the ones I was looking at, this wouldn't close. And it would just stay open. On my other G35 that I had, I would have to put a nickel and wedge it in between right here so that way it can close. And, it looks a lot better when it's closed. It just, looks cleaner than having it open and not being able to close it. And then, you just make sure you have your little port, because if not, then, it looks like that. But usually they come with that. And then, of course, your issues with the stereo. Make sure your stereo works, because if you're going to get a stereo replaced, it's kind of a lot of money. But, if you don't mind not having a stereo and all that, then, then, like I said, then you don't really need to pay attention to the video. But, yeah, getting this replaced, it is kind of pricey. So that's the 4th thing, just all in all, just the buttons, fading away. That's normal wear and tear. But like I said, I did notice a lot of G's that had, this issue right here and the stereo not working and, this piece messing up. So the 5th thing and final thing that I would say is on the gauges. So on this one, I don't know if you could tell, but where the 20 and 30 is, it's a little dim. A lot of G's that I was looking at, even the G37, on the gauges, you were having lights that already were going out. So it wasn't the complete, full bright orange. It was, half and half. So on my other G, I had this piece all dark, and then the rest was all bright. Same for the the miles per hour, and then I also had the little tack. It was dim, so it was wasn't as bright as the other one. But other than that, that was pretty much it that I noticed. Like I said, I know these 5 things are stuff that's not really a big issue. You always want to make sure, like I said at the beginning of the video, that your engine's, not ticking or, has a knocking noise. There's no oil leaking. You want to make sure your suspension's good. You want to make sure your tires are good, because I've had issues, with my tires. That's pricey right there. The suspension can get pricey too, especially if you have an all-wheel drive. And just those things right there are the main things. But as far as the little stuff, I just thought I'd let y'all know what to look for, especially with the high mileage G35. So other than that, that's pretty much for the end of this video. I'm gonna keep cleaning the engine and looking for more stuff to, fix. But that's pretty much it. So like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and put that thumbs up. It's your boy G Money. Peace.